Good morning, everyone. Welcome into this 5-minute morning devotion. I'm so thankful you chose to join me today, and I pray that this is a blessing to you. We are continuing our walk through the book of Psalms, and we are on Psalms chapter 18 still. Today, we're going to be reading Psalms 18, 31 through 42. So, verse 31 says this: "For who is our God but the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? The God who equipped me with strength and made my way blameless. He made my feet like the feet of a deer, and he set me secure on the heights. He trains my hands for war, so that my arm can bend a bow of bronze. You have given me the shield of your salvation, and your right hand supported me, and your gentleness made me great. You gave me a wide place for my steps under me, and my feet did not slip. I pursued my enemy and overtook them, and did not turn back till they were consumed. I thrust them through so that they were not able to rise. They fell under my feet. For you equipped me with strength for the battle. You made those who rise against me sink under me. You made my enemies turn their backs to me, and those who hated me I destroyed. They cried for help, but there was none to save. They cried to the Lord, but he did not answer them. I beat them fine as dust before the wind. I cast them out like the mire of the streets." Now, David is describing who the Lord is. Again, he is depicting the Lord as a rock. Who is our God but the Lord? There are many false gods in this day. There are many different ideas of who God was to the people of Israel and all of these different ones. They had a problem with idolatry. And so David reaffirms and reassures the reader that there is no God but the Lord, Jehovah, Adonai, Elohim, Yahweh. It is him. This is who David's talking about. And who is a rock except our God? He said, there's no other rock, there's no other foundation but the Lord. But then he goes on in a progression that shows us how God, if we will allow him, can develop us to become everything that we need to be and be victorious over temptation, be victorious over our enemies, which we know is our flesh and the devil. He tells us how we can do this. Number one, he says he equips me with strength and made my way blameless. So he forgives me with sin and equips me with his spirit. He gives me everything I need. And then he secures me. He trains my hands for war. He allows me strength to bend the bow. He's a shield of salvation, a right hand of support or power of support. Your gentleness made me great. His gentleness, his graciousness made him great. A wide place for my steps under me. He gave him a place that is secure in his early development. He gave him room. He gave him grace, a space for grace, as I like to call it. He said, then, after all of this development, he said, I pursued my enemies and overtook them. Let me tell you something. If you want to overcome the challenges of temptation, the challenges of sin, the challenges of the flesh, the challenges of the devil, you have to learn how to develop with God and allow God to develop you and make you everything he's called you to be. Because if you'll allow God to develop you and you will allow God in his timing to do everything that he can and will do in your life, then God will open up an avenue to help you become everything that you need to be. And he said, I pursued my enemy. And that's after the development. I pursued my enemy and I overtook them and did not turn back till they were consumed. If you want to overcome temptation, let God develop you. Let God grow you. I thrust them through so they were not able to rise under my feet. He said, I took care of that. You equipped me with strength for the battle. You made those rise against me. He said, not only did you equip me, he said, but you helped me in the battle. You made my enemies turn their backs to me, and them that hated me, I destroyed. They cried for help, but there was none to save. They cried to the Lord, but did not answer. I beat them as fine dust before the wind. I cast them out like the mire in the streets. He said, because I have developed the progression of development. You helped me overcome. You helped me grow. You helped me become everything that I needed to be. And at the end of the day, I was able to defeat and overtake my enemy. Can I tell you, if you'll allow God to develop you and you will walk with him at the end of the day or at the end of it all, you will finally, when you make it to heaven, overcome the enemy once and for all. So be encouraged today. Development is crucial to achievement. Development is crucial to victory. Development is crucial to become everything God wants you to be. And ultimately, development and determination is going to be the thing, by God's Spirit, is going to be the thing that gets you to heaven. God bless you on this Monday. I pray that you have a great Monday and the kicking off the start of this week. And we'll see you tomorrow.